Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to TCL Flip Review. Buyer's remorse is putting it mildly. If you're in perfect health right now, you won't be when this thing's done with you. I've got a migraine. I thought I was going to have a heart attack several times yesterday. I definitely probably had a stroke and didn't realize it. And I know what they're like, so yeah, it's possible. At least it would have been a mild one. So here's the phone. Flip it open. Beam me up, Scotty. Please get me off this planet. Please. Anyways. Oh, that's a little bit of dramatic for you. Anyways. Tried to be entertaining. No, actually, I'm being serious. I am not being dramatic at all. I'm so serious. So we have a little push button here, and you go dee 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 3 times, and that will call whoever you programmed in there as your favorite person to call in life, in which case it's my wife. So, and if somebody calls you, you can push the button once, and you don't even have to open it. It automatically goes to speakerphone, which you have no control over the value of the volume, right? It's like Dick Tracy and the Apple Watch. Yeah. What'd you say? One more time. Got it. Good. All right. That's how crappy the speakerphone is. You can literally go and miss a word or two. It is horrible. Anyways, and you have no control over the volume. You can push a little pretty button, the screen lights up in the front, and it's like, oh, that's what time it is, and my battery's still doing good. And I'm connected with Kudo, yay! Flip the phone up, of course you get a lot of that similar stuff. But now you can use your phone, you can dial out. You have no speakerphone, by the way, when it's opened up. It's just not there. I had criteria, and I said, look, I need speakerphone access, I need Wi-Fi hotspotting, I need Wi-Fi assist, because I live in the frickin' country, okay? And we're like 11 kilometers from the nearest tower, and we're in a valley, okay? iPhones actually on Wi-Fi assist work amazingly well out here. Very few drop calls ever. Never had a delay situation where I'm going through the time warp dance of hyperspace in multiple dimensions, trying to talk to my friend and going, dude, how's it going? It's like, he doesn't respond. I'm like, are you there? Like, did it just drop? And turned out it was a delay. And I was sitting in my lazy boy, not even 10 feet from my router. And I'm on Wi-Fi assist. We figured out how to connect that. That was a nightmare, by the way. Oh, you are in for a can of whoop butt with this phone to set it up, okay? This is just total disaster waiting to happen. We haven't even tried hotspotting yet to see how that works, because I'm not feeling well today, as you can tell. I'm ready to go off my tree. Anyways, so that wasn't bad enough. My wife set up all my contacts. I have no patience for dee. Ah, crap, mistake. Dee. Okay, now we're okay. Next. Okay, I have no patience for that, which is also why I'm trying to get away from texting. The big thing here is there's a situation that has developed in life, which we're not talking about, but I need to cut back on some expenses, okay? So I figured, great way to do it. Buy the phone outright. It's a flip phone. I can get away from my $80 a month contract with my iPhone 15 and no penalty because I'm within 30 days, right? So I started that process yesterday. I have to undo it in about 20 minutes when they call me back. They're going to be like, I thought you didn't like it. Well, here's the story. And I'm going to have to also continue that conversation. Can I help you with anything else? Yeah. Ditch this, please. Undo all the damage we did yesterday. Except I still have to go manually and get a refund on this if I decide to part my ways with it. I may keep it as an emergency backup. I don't know yet. But I'm definitely going to kill the thing off of it because I'm not paying, 80 plus 35. It's just stupid. And I can't afford it, but I don't want to because this thing doesn't even work out in the country with this crap. And anyways, so I'm getting delay issues. That's bad. If I walk into this room, just walk in like 1 foot past the door frame, it'll instantaneously drop the call. Every single time. It's like, it won't even get me that far. I can't even put it on my stand and plug it in. It's dropped the call. And of course, speakerphone is so quiet, you literally, if you breathe too heavy, you are not going to hear your conversation. And you can't friggin' raise the volume. It doesn't have that access point. You can't have speakerphone active when you have it open. It's just on the earpiece. And it's like, now if I want to make a call in the car, it does have Bluetooth, it does connect to the car, so I can open it, I can make my call and put it through the stereo, no big deal. But this has to remain open, because if I close this, I could drop the call. Now, I did try that, and it didn't that time, but I'm not counting on it to continue to behave. Anyway, sometimes you should just deal with what you have, and because it works. The 15 works, and it does Wi-Fi assist in here, does it outside, does it anywhere where I need Wi-Fi assist, because we're 11 clicks from the nearest tower, we're in a valley buried, we have no line of sight. Outdoors, I can get 1 bar to 3 bars, depending where I'm standing in the yard, okay? But I'm not doing that in 40 below. So I tend to just leave those phone calls until I get back in the house. But this is approaching spring, summertime, we're fine. But the iPhone has been very good. You know, it's just I need to cut back on expenses, so I went for a buyer's remorse. Like I said, I have to undo that in 20 minutes when they call me. And then I got to undo this one at the same time too, because this is a whole new meaning of the word buyer's remorse. This is buyer's remorse to the point where if you are living in the country where I am and you are not close enough to a tower to get a great signal, this thing is going to cause your health to degrade on an exponential level. I have probably aged 37 years in not even 4 hours trying to deal with this piece of garbage here, okay? When I was in North Bay, I was using it. I had to use it this way, obviously, because speakerphone is too quiet, and I was okay, and it didn't drop any calls. I was able to talk to my friend. There was no delays, none of that problem, because we have cell towers everywhere in North Bay. So, but I don't currently live in North Bay, so I need it here, and it won't even work right at all. And it's like, that's a whole new meaning of buyer's remorse. Setting up the contacts, my wife did that. I checked the contacts. She says, here you go, all done. I was like, great, I can call my buddy back finally. Where's his damn number? I go to the contacts, and it's only her. I says, honey, look. Always say, honey, look. Don't say, honey, you screwed up. Just say, honey, look, it's not here. So she had to figure out where they were. They were in the phone somewhere. She did finally locate them. The manual is useless. You do have to download the full manual online because they give you basics in the manual here. Nowhere online or in the manual does it say that you can use speakerphone in this mode, and we know you can't because there's no damn feature for it. They only talk about this, and that means it has to stay closed. And like I said, it's Dick Tracy with the Apple Watch. You can't hear squat, right? I tried speakerphone in North Bay, right? It's like light wind. It's like I'm holding it up to my ear like this, and I still can't freaking hardly hear my friend. And I'm like, screw this, open it up. Yeah, screw the speakerphone, dude. It doesn't work with a crap. Can't even change the volume. It's horrifying. Okay, like seriously, I got to deal with it this way. In the car, it was okay talking to him. That wasn't a big deal because it does connect to the car, which is fine, right? And I didn't have my little magnet strips on it at the time, so I kind of had to, you know, toss it down on the dash and do it. Anyways, it's not a good buy. It really isn't. Unless you live in the city or you live close enough to a cell tower that there's no signal issue and you won't require Wi-Fi assist, then it might be okay. Okay? But texting, of course, I already knew it was a nightmare, and I want to get away from that anyways. And this is a good way to force people to actually call me, because I hate texting because you can never say what you want in a text properly, and you always have typos, which can be scary, especially with your autocorrect crap, right? And we all know what that's like. So it's like, get away from it. Make people call you. That's the whole idea of a phone. You have a phone, dial, okay? So I can cut back on my expenses and force people to finally call me, right? But there was a few other things I didn't account for either, and that was the fact there's no Facebook and no Messenger on this. And it's like, this isn't going to work for the ads I have posted. I have to wait till I get home now, and that won't be for another couple hours. And And that was not even the start of it. That was like an afterthought. I should I should have kept my 12 Pro and just put it on a buyer's, supply your own thing in the first place. But I sold it because I needed the money to pay a bill, and the bills come first. So I may not be, willing to, act my age, but I do pay my bills, and I need to pay my bills. So that came first, and that was handy for that. Besides, I had the 15 anyways. What do I care? But then I get into the bombshell, and now I'm in another situation. But now I'm going to have to recompensate once again. Now I got to ditch this out, put that back in service, pay the extra, money difference. And it's like, I can't win. I just can't seem to win. So, whatever. For those of you who don't mind the idea of a flip phone, if you're in the city where you have lots of cell towers around, I would say that, yes, it does mobile hotspotting, which I needed. It's got it. Wi-Fi assist is there if you should require it, because even in some, like in a basement apartment, you may or may not need Wi-Fi assist turned on, which needs your internet connection, by the way. That's a nightmare, by the way, to set up on this thing. I was frustrated. I almost threw the phone, but my wife said, give me the phone. I'll figure it out. She did, thankfully, because I had a big problem with that. Anyways, it was driving me loony. And I was already halfway to the loony bin as it was with everything else that was going on with this thing, trying to get things set up to work right. And I'm like, it's not working. So, for the city slickers, if you want to get one of these things and you want to avoid a lot of texting, this is a great way to do it, by the way. And you can Wi-Fi hotspot, like I said, off this. Don't use a speakerphone. It doesn't work with a damn anyways. It's garbage. But for being able to buy something outright, and it's a semi-smart device, semi-IC, does have a headphone jack, Type-C charging, 128 gig memory card you can throw in this. It does have 8 gigs already on board, so no big deal. The camera, by the way, is a piece of crap. So taking pictures and video is kind of pointless in life, but it can do it at least. They've never upgraded the cameras in this thing much. I would say maybe 3 out of 5 for the city slickers, but definitely 0 out of 5 for anybody that does not live in the city. So if you live in the country, if you're close enough to a cell phone tower, we might allow you that 3 out of 5, okay? Because it is going to work if you're close enough. But if you're not, you need Wi-Fi assist, throw this into the nearest brick wall and walk away and go buy a friggin' iPhone or a really good Android phone that'll work in your area. Where we are, Android is pointless. They never work. Everybody that comes here, even with an Android device, they never work. And I'm not putting, strangers on my Wi-Fi just so they can make a phone call or whatever. So, but iPhones work fine out here. With the Wi-Fi assist in the house, they work outdoors reasonably fine. Never really much of a problem at all being in the country with an iPhone. They actually work really well. And I haven't ever had that time warp, interdimensional dance of delays like I get with this. I've never had that on my iPhones ever. Even the crappiest iPhones, we've had like 7s and 6s, and they've been fine out here, yeah, this, no, it gets a 0. It has to. It's a piece of abhorrent garbage, at least for the country use. And we still live in the country, and as long as we're living out in the country, well, this is not going to be a happening thing. So I do have, I believe, 2 weeks to get a refund on the phone, and I think I might just take advantage of it and get my money back, because I could always use that money for something else. But I'm definitely going to cancel the thing on this after I reinstate that fully today and go back to real life again. So I hope you enjoyed the review. It is not a bad phone, but there are a lot of problems if you're living in the country. It's just not suitable whatsoever. So, like I said, grab an iPhone or an Android that will work for you out in the country. iPhones definitely do work very well. No problems. But this, nope. total waste of money, total waste of time and energy, and I've probably lost about 20 years off my life just because of all the frustration. I didn't even get through 5 hours, and I was done in. And so, yeah. Anyway, TCL's got a long way to go before they ever convince me to ever do something stupid like this again and buy one of their devices. But it was worth a shot, you know. And I figured, you know, with Wi-Fi assist, it has it. The Alcatel didn't. It does mobile hotspotting. The Alcatel couldn't do it. The speakerphone was way better in the Alcatel. Opened or closed, it made no difference. This can only do it when it's closed, and it sucks, and it really does suck really bad. The time warp dance, never experienced that with the Alcatel before, but now we do with this. So I don't know. Things, you get some better things and some worse things. But the iPhone, I'm happy with iPhones. You know, I just tried to save some money because I have to, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to, especially if I want to have a phone. So back to the iPhone it is, and we can get back to happy life. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would have gone into a lot more detail, but I didn't really find a huge point in it. Besides, this video is already almost 17 minutes long anyhow, so otherwise we'd be here for like 5 hours to go through everything. So if you want to know more, download the manual for the TCL Flip. If you're interested in one, please don't buy one unless you live in the city, because otherwise you're not going to have a really good experience with this thing. And that's a guarantee, because even surfing YouTube, subscribe button right across the short video. A regular video, there's always something in front of it. It's like you can't even watch the video on the browser on YouTube. It's like, what is the point if you can't watch a damn video? Like, seriously. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Thanks so much for checking out this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.